Okay guys, today we're in Fostoria, Iowa, getting ready for this state auction of Jack Slaymaker. This is a 1934 Ford, 3-window. Hasn't ran probably in, I'm guessing probably 3 or 4 years. We're going to do a cold start on it. We're going to check it over and get it ready for the auction. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is throw the battery in it. And I need to check and see which side is the negative since they're not marked. Look at my multimeter here. Go to a ground. Okay, we got continuity through there. We don't through there. So this is going to be the ground. I'm going to go ahead and just slip the battery in the box. And slip them on. I'm just going to twist them, get them tight in case I have to unhook it real quick if something would go wrong. But they're pretty tight. Okay, we're going to go around here next. I've already checked the coolant, the oil. When we get it running, I'll check the transmission. Everything looks good. I don't see any visible leaks. Big block heavy. Jet carburetor, AGI distributor. Pretty straightforward. Headers, real nice. Runs really well. It did a couple years ago. We haven't started it, so we're gonna see what we got here. Yeah, it should be ready to go here. As you can see, that didn't take much. Good running car. Let's get in here and check the gauges real quick. Got good oil pressure. Charging 13 volts. Water temp, of course, hasn't come up. Idling about 850, 900 RPM. Sounds really well, really good. The interior of the car, we haven't got it cleaned up yet. You can see it's got pinstriping on the inside of the dash. It's got leather interior. It's got a 60 Impala steering wheel, aftermarket column of some sort. Yeah, it's just a good old car. It does not have a headliner. The windows do go up and down in it. Yeah, pretty decent. Be a fun car for somebody. Kind of tight to get in and out of on a 6.5, so bear with me here. Okay guys, it's a 1934 Ford Coupe 3-window. It's been chopped 5 inches and it was done in the 50s. It's got a Bitchin's Products floor pan and firewall. It's got fiberglass front fenders and fiberglass rear fenders. It's got a 1934 reproduction Bob Drake grill. It's got a 34 Ford hood that's louvered. It's got 39 Ford taillights mounted in the fenders. It's PPG hematite copper acrylic urethane base coat paint. It's got black leather seat with white piping, stock dash, aftermarket aluminum dash insert. It's got Moon 2-inch gas temp oil pressure and volts, 3 3/8, 160 mile/hour speedometer, a Moon 8,000 RPM tach. It's got a 59 Impala steering wheel. I was wrong, it's a 59, not a 60. Pete and Jake's brake pedal, Pete and Jake's spoon style gas pedal. The chassis is a 1934 Ford, original frame rails. It's got a stock style front cross member. It's got Roadster Shop tubular center cross member. It's got a 625 Saginaw steering box. The front suspension is a Super Bell 5-inch drop axle with Super Bell spindles. It's got 4-bar TCI front. It's got a Durant monoleaf transverse spring, Pete and Jake's tube shocks, Pete and Jake's panhard bar. The rear suspension is a 9-inch Ford, 279-to-1 gear ratio. It's got Mosier 29 spline axles. It's got coilover shocks, Pete and Jake's ladder bars, and Pete and Jake's panhard bar. The front brakes are Willwood 10-inch rotors, Willwood single piston calipers. The rear brakes are Willwood 10-inch rotors, Willwood single piston calipers, GM dual reservoir master cylinder, and Willwood proportioning valve. The front and rear tires, it's got 15-inch early Ford centered aftermarket rims by American Raleigh. 50 Mercury hubcaps was what was on it when it was in the magazine. They're not on it right now. The rear tires are Stockton steel wheels with 3 3/8 back spacing. They're 15 by 8s. The drivetrain is a 2000 Chevy 454 engine. It's got stock internals. It's a 70s GM 4-barrel intake manifold, Rochester Quadrajet 4-barrel, HEI ignition, Cal Custom style fin valve covers. It's got Sanderson block hugger headers, 2.5-inch aluminized exhaust. The transmission is a Turbo 400. It's got a Genie 16-inch shifter, Griffin aluminum radiator, and Ron Francis wiring.